Here we are. What is it, 2026? What do they call this show?
PANS?
No, the PAN show. This is just outside of Detroit, Michigan. It's in Madison Heights. We do a couple shows a year as the Gold Cove. I think we do this one twice a year, and maybe the larger state show. It's the Michigan State Show, they call it. We'll do that twice a year. I think that's dwindling because I was super crabby getting up today to come to this show, and even like not super motivated to dig out all the stuff that it takes to load up boxes to bring to the show. But one thing I am trying to do today is I've been getting a bulk. Now, we don't ship, so don't get excited. A bulk of these 1 ounce gold Libertads, which are kind of rare. I mean, I only have one customer that sells me a bunch of them. And so I'm trying to make a trade today with other dealers that really don't ever get these in. And I would trade a roll of 20 Mexican gold Libertads. I think they're all the same year, early 80s, for a roll of gold Eagles, because a gold Eagle is something I need to stock in inventory. And Libertads, unless I put them online or ship them or something, they're really not going to move. So I've just been hoarding those, but I'm ready to unhoard them, at least one roll for a roll. We'll see it. Maybe I'll give you an update later, let you know if that trade did happen today here or not. What else, Caleb? I mean, we do the show. The boys love the show. So I got Cameron and Caleb here with me today. Cameron, I can't ever really get him to come to the table or stay at the table. He's always running. There he is. Chris, what's happening? You all right?
How are you?
I'm good.
How you doing?
Good. Watches.
Chris, you do a lot of siding work, right?
That's my...
What kind of siding do you usually do?
Yes, sir. You're already live. So, you've been collecting Engelhard or flipping it for how long, sir?
Oh, probably about 25 years now.
25 years. Wow.
Yep.
Which one would you say is probably the biggest ticket item in here?
Probably per ounce. Probably looking at this sports series right here. That's very rare. That's in the original cellophane, and it's the rare reverse on it. All Engelhard calls for a 5,000 mintage on it. That one's only got a 500 mintage.
Wow.
That's probably $2,500 set right there.
$2,500.
Yep. And this here is a plating bar. And what they did is they would put it in, and it would they'd sacrifice it to do electroplating. And that's a 1 of 1. It's on all Engelhard, actually. It's on that site. And that bar's, you see, we got it, for $4,800, I think it is?
Yes, sir.
That's for 8 ounces of silver. So you're talking $600 an ounce on that.
Wow.
Yeah.
So how often did they make gold, just out of curiosity? Because I don't even know myself. Because I know they made a lot of silver, but not much gold, right?
Well, if you're well-versed, you go on to allengelhard.com, and on allengelhard.com, you can see the mintages of a lot of the silver, but the gold, they are a little lacking on the numbers. But we can tell you that with certainty, they did a roughly 10 to 25,000 of the prospectors. That's the rounds that you'll see. The bars, I mean, they did anywhere from 50 to 100,000 altogether.
Okay, wow. Have you seen a little bit of a slowdown in this kind of lately, Jeff?
Not at all. Actually, it's gotten, with this last melt up, the rare has just gotten rarer. It's incredible because, well, yeah, you got to think in 1980 and in 2011 when we had the last two melts, those were a very small blip. They lasted a couple of days. This last melt up, it was like this. We just chugged all the way from 27 up to 120. Yes, we've slid back to 60, 65, but we are still at all-time highs right now. So a lot of this got melted. It went in. I have...
Engelhard?
Engelhard. I have refiner friends at Metalore and Elemental who sent me pictures of all of these 10s and 5s all going in furnaces.
Wow.
Because a lot of people think silver's just silver. And so now what's happened is the rares become rarer. So now these prices in vintage have, quite frankly, skyrocketed. It is amazing how much more we're getting. I am having a hard time sourcing it now. I used to be able to buy on the wholesale sites. Doesn't come up anymore because it's just gotten so difficult to find. So if you are blessed enough to find some of this in your generic bin at your local coin shop, you better snap it up because it's getting tough to find.
Yeah, actually, I do have like a miniature safe kind of like designated that I hide from the old man.
Well,
because, you know, I really love Engelhard, and the premium is just absolutely, you know, awesome and crazy to see. Like, for an ounce of silver, you can pay $1,000, right?
Yeah, we've got our friend Trigicon Todd. You know him, right? Trigicon Todd. He comes in all the time.
He tries.
And he tries all the time. I know.
Does he
always
tell
tells
you
me.
all these stories?
Yeah, he tells me all these things too. So I know all about you guys.
Awesome.
It cracks me up.
Yeah. And you kind of diversify elsewhere, you know, like Geiger, probably like Silvertown as well.
Yep, Silvertown, Johnson Matthey, Omega, Nevada, USVI Ingot, A-Mark, Swiss of America, Draper. They're all in there. Foster, Bunker Hill, Homestake, Consolidated Mines, all of those old brands, Delta, we carry them all. So you got to have a little bit of everything because certain people like certain kinds of vintage. I personally am an old pour fan. I love the old pours. So my guys know, all my coin shops know to watch for me, and I pay a premium for the stuff. I actually pay a premium to get the stuff in my case.
Wow. Like even like this, like the Silvertown, like the 5s and the 10s, they're a little bit more common, right?
A little bit more, but the older ones are getting tougher. The Gen 2s and the Gen 1s are very hard to find. I've got 2s and 3s in there. I don't have any Gen 1s in there right now. So I'm always on the hunt for them. I'm looking, and I know all the nomenclature for each little bar. I know exactly what they are.
Awesome. And so when did, people start collecting this kind of vintage stuff in silver? Because I know, people kind of look at it like silver, right?
Right.
But when did that kind of pick up and become a thing where people want to buy this vintage?
Well, here's what happened. A lot of people don't understand how vintage died, okay? Right. The reason vintage went away and it died, what came along in 1986, Caleb?
Hunt Brothers.
Nope, 86.
86.
What came into being in 1986? The American
Dream.
Eagle.
I'm just kidding. Yes.
The Eagle. So in 86, you'll notice not much is made after 1988, okay, from all these private refiners. It's because the mighty U.S. Mint came in and started making Eagles, so there was no longer a market for them. They got demolished by the United States Mint because they were putting millions out. Okay. So when they're only making 75 or 100,000, they can't compete with the U.S. Mint. So that's when all this stuff ceased into being. Well, then, as people got older, they started to pine for the days when they had the private mints, and all of a sudden, vintage became en vogue in about the late 90s, I want to say, after it was about 20 years old. And people started saying, well, that's vintage now, kind of like how your Camaro is now vintage after 25 years or something like that. About that same time frame, that's when these things started to get rare. So people decided that they wanted to buy the vintage, and it took on a life form all of its own. And it just became one of those things that people desired it, they wanted it. And there are three things, real quick for your viewers, that drive vintage prices.
Yes, sir.
Number one, the mintage. How many were originally made? Number two, the frequency with which they appear on the market. So even though there was this many made, how many are actually on the market? And then lastly is desirability. Now, desirability is what people want. That's wanting the vintage. Now, the frequency, though, one thing I want to tell you about, I'll give you a prime example. A 1983 prospector, Caleb, how many times have you heard it? Do you have any 83s? Do you have any 83s?
Yeah, that's the key year.
Well, they say that, but the vintage is, if you go on all Engelhard, they were all 75,000. But what people don't know is even though they made 75,000 that year, one gentleman had 25,000 of them, and he sent them all to melt. So we know for sure 1/3 of that mintage was wiped out for sure. Oh. And that's why all of a sudden you hear everybody wants 83s and you just don't see them anymore.
Right.
And it's because the few that are still out there, people have hoarded. So that's why the 83, even though it says, because they're going to say to me, well, Jeff, all Engelhard says they made 75,000. They did. But we know 1/3 got melted. There's your demand.
There you go.
Okay? So a little trivia for you, Caleb.
Awesome. I appreciate you, Jeff. Any
No
more
problem.
pointers you have for the video? Any more pointers you have for the video while
Well,
we're here?
you know what? If you don't mind, I'm going to show you a card here real quick, okay? Just give me a second. That way we can pan in on it. If you can give them a second to, whoops, that's a blank one. We can't do that.
That should be rare, right?
Yeah. If you can give them a second and you can just go ahead and zoom in on that. If you have any questions, you can always feel free to call me. Just freeze that. And you give me a shout, and I'll gladly help you out with pricing on anything that you've found or located. Or if you're looking to acquire something, we have a lot. And I'm sure Caleb will pan the cases so that you can see kind of what we have here.
Absolutely. Oh, beautiful, gorgeous stuff.
Then you pick this one. That's the exchange. Do you have change?
Oh, yeah. I'm sorry. What did you get?
Yeah, you need 12 back.
12 back. Yeah, sorry about that. I'm a little overweight in here.
Marvin, Italian or Polish food? Chicken toast. Italian. Hey, look what we ran into Uncle Sam here at the coin show. This is incredible.
Always happy to see my friends at the Gold Cove.
I'll tell you what, all these years I have been wondering like where all my money goes, and now I see it.
Only the finest clothes.
Straight to my uncle.
Live in a big white house.
Yeah.
Nice.
This is great. A great time to be here in America, right?
It is. Great year. Great year.
What other countries will we look to live in, Uncle?
Well, I'll tell you, there was a time when a lot of us were living over in Germany after we fought a couple big wars there. And then, unfortunately, a lot of boys visit Vietnam, which is a shame, in Korea, which is another shame. My uncle.
Yeah.
Uncle Sam was an uncle.
You've seen a lot over the years.
Yeah, I have. Yeah. But I tell you, nothing better than being back in the good old USA.
That's right. That's right. So actually, but you're a coin dealer and an antiquities dealer?
Well,
right? On the side when you're not at the big house.
Yeah. A few things here and there, absolutely. I always love to come by to see what you have. Nice selection of watches, some nice paper money, and the gold, of course, is always beautiful.
Yeah, we actually, there's a lot of dealers. Caleb scanned the room, and they don't like to pay taxes. And so I heard that Uncle Sam, you might be here shaking them down a little bit.
Oh, well, I'm glad you told me that.
Yeah,
I'll just start going around and make a clipboard and write them down and make me
trying to shake them down a little bit,
That's right.
We need to send more money to our uncle.
That's right.
That's cool, man. Keep the country going. Can you go to another $250?
We'll see.
Okay.
With your help.
Fantastic. I know where to send the check.
All right.
All right.
Thank you.
Hey y'all, it's Cam and Caleb down here at the coin show. We're gonna interview Cameron. He just bought some hot coins. Let's see what you got.
So I just bought these 3 coins. I've been buying and selling a lot. I also had these coins that I bought and sold already. Sold the bag for $17.90. Probably gonna sell them, get the cash soon. Sold those today and bought them today, so it's a quick little flip. Bought these Geigers as well. Super nice show. Some of the people here don't know the premium too well on the Geigers, so you can get those decently cheaper.
How much did you pay for it, Cam?
I did pay $12 a gram, which does not seem like a lot considering that that's close to $380 an ounce. So that does seem like a lot, but I can wholesale them on Instagram for a profit, decently more. I bought these 3 coins as well. Probably gonna sell them on Instagram. Those are nice ones. I also bought that both advised me not to buy, and I sold it on Instagram after 1 hour of posting it for a profit. So that's a super nice coin. Sold it under sheet, so I sold it for under MS63 bid. Sold it at 640. MS64 bid is about 980. So I sold it for decently cheap, but it's an I can't grade holder that values the coin.
Why is it called an I can't grade holder?
Well, it's ICG, so I think it stands for International Coin Grading.
Probably.
But if you ask 5 guys what ICG stands for around here, pick them out randomly, I would say at least 3 out of the 5 would say I can't grade. They're notorious for not being able to grade coins. I've seen people cross-grade ICG coins. One was an MS61, came back like BFXF. So they're really not great at grading coins. But that one, I graded it myself. Hopefully I did well grading it. I sold it already, so can't lose on it. That's pretty much it so far.
All right, now let's give a tour of the showcases, Cam. What do we have down here?
So we have some nice old rare coins here. We have some old coins. We brought them in from the shop. I did sneak 2 in my pocket. I got to pay for lunch or dinner tonight. Pop said it was on me, so I took $3,700 worth of coins from them. Not actually, guys, but maybe it'll be in the will.
Pull that toner out.
Right. So this today is a very nice toner. Caleb bought them with Pops' money and offered to pay him back. Somehow that did not follow through. And now it probably will be Caleb's Christmas bonus. So those are some super nice coins right there. Toners are subjective, but they're super nice coins. You might get one for January and his birthday. Everybody remember that? Wish him a happy birthday in January.
January what, Cam?
30th.
All right.
Bang.
I'm surprised you knew that. I'm surprised
What's my
you knew
birthday? think his mic might have cut out there. So yeah, that's our showcase here. Then we move on to the golden watches. So this is more of the premium showcase. That's why it's in the middle. You know, all eyes on it. You got watches, got some Rolexes down there. Got some beautiful gold pieces. And this is only, you know, what we could bring. This is only what we have brought, what we could bring to the show. Hopefully we'll be able to buy more. You know, and throw it in the showcase. So this is super cool, super nice. Then moving on to the fan favorite, it seems like, is silver. We have all the silver you could ask for if you have a budget. You know, we got a decent amount from the Source collection. Got some angled hard, Johnson Matthew, 10 ounces, 1 ounces. Looks like we might have a couple 90% pieces, 1 ounces. So we got all that hodgepodge good stuff.
Thanks, Cam.
Yes, sir. Thank you guys. Take care.
What's your predictions for silver and gold this year?
105,000.
Yeah? You think it's going to hit by January?
Yes.
Absolutely.
That's when Cameron will sell it all.
Now, how's the coin business been going?
It's actually good.
It's going up, going down?
Going up a little bit.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Does it slow down, sped up?
Here's some 9024S's, 5,000 each.
That's pretty nice.
Yeah. And then me and Jacob are heading to Pittsburgh next 2 weeks for the big A&A show.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That should be good.
Should be fine.
So the coin business, has it picked up in price-wise or just more so?
No, I think it's picked up in collectors and price-wise.
Yeah. It hasn't slowed down in the summers like how everyone's saying?
Yeah, it has a little, but it's starting to pick up.
Yeah. Well, that's good. I appreciate you doing our video, Jim.
I appreciate you coming by.
We got a good 2 minutes.
Congratulations on your wedding coming up.
Thank you, Jimmy.
When is it? Mid-September?
A little bit early.
All right. Well, good luck.
You too.
Okay. We are here towards the end of the show. It's a short show. I think it goes 10 to 4. Or is it 3, Caleb? 4. 10 to 4. Right now it's almost 2 o'clock. And I did successfully trade my 1 ounce Libertads, gold Libertads, for 20 of them for 21 ounce gold Eagles, which is a better inventory for me here at my shop. Caleb's going to pan around. You can see we've kind of died out in here. And so even though there's 2 more hours officially left of the show, it's basically 2/3 over. It's over. I mean, it's over. Right. You could get one big deal. Somebody gets one big deal, makes it all worthwhile. But I don't know. I'm having like an inner struggle right now. Caleb and Cameron might be doing the shows solo from now on. If you can see Caleb's expression, you can get a kick out of it. But they might be doing them solo from now on. Because I looked at my transaction sheet and I realized that most of my transactions were with Cameron. And it was him borrowing money from me so he could buy more coins from other dealers. And so I'd rather sleep a little longer and hit church on Sunday than do another show, which is like another day at the shop. But guys, thanks for watching. It's been a great time. Go to a coin show. I would tell you coin shows can be super fun for the collector. It can be really eye-opening and show you a bigger community that's out there. And the dealers are all under one roof having to compete. And so if you're looking for bullion, it's a good spot to buy bullion. Second best to the Gold Cove. All right, guys, have a good day. We'll see you around.
Hey, yo, this is Caleb. As y'all can see, coin shows are pretty fun and fabulous. We're looking at all these beautiful coins here showed up on the screen. And you can go in a coin show and find pretty much most everything that you would want or need for your coin collection. Most of the times. It's fun, it's entertaining, you can strike good deals there, meet new people, but I would say a lot of the times for us, it's really mostly just dealer to dealer. Unfortunately here, this show did not work out as well as we hoped, but hopefully the next one will be even better. Thank you guys for watching. I hope you have a wonderful day, and take care.